Hey, hey, hey! Hello, traders, noobs, apes, and everyone else. Doesn't matter. Here, everyone is Drippy Gang. This is Drippy, your source of options drip on a daily basis. Here we talk about some of the most exciting setups based on the options flow, technical analysis, pattern analysis, macroeconomic events, and current market structure. So if you want to make some tendies, stick around. My goal is for all of you to achieve financial freedom and create life-changing wealth. On the screen, I have my Twitter account dedicated to this channel and interacting with you folks. The handle is Drippy2Hard. And it's crazy to think that it's almost 5,200 followers. We started back 500 followers 5 weeks back. And I think, it's been a wild ride so far. Let's hope we continue the momentum with respect to our gains. Next week, I'm grateful to each and every one of you. So, thank you everyone. And to those who are new here, please note that the content I share here are my opinions. I'm not a financial advisor. You are responsible for managing your risks and taking profits. So if you don't know, I have a full-time job, but trading is my passion and I believe it is my ultimate destiny. I'm spending almost all of my weekends, creating content for you guys. So please like and subscribe, drop comments on the videos, retweet my posts when I post videos, because that's the only way you can support me. I'm giving out everything for free. Everything is free of cost. I'm working on a Discord right now because I think it's getting like there are too many folks now. And I already told before that, I'm looking for a very, very serious folks. I'm not looking to pump my channel or Discord, anything like that. So that's why I'm not really I'm delaying it, so I can, get some more time. There'll be more details to follow. And then, I use unusual whales for all my flow analysis. So if you want to get a discount, then use the sign up link below. Okay, so without further ado, today I'm going to talk about 5 swing plays which have bullish flow. And this time I'm going to do something different. I am going to, go over these swing plays quickly. And I think, I will give you one example of Nike, that how I verify the flow and also historical premium and everything else. And I want you guys to do the research, to see that why these are bullish, and also we'll save some time. So let's go ahead. So first is Nike. Now Nike, of course, very popular brand name, and also it's been on a downtrend for a while now. The whole retail sell-off thing, it gapped up and then filled this gap a little bit. It bounced off from this demand zone and now it's above these daily EMAs, the leading EMAs which I keep talking about. And it just looks like it broke out of this wedge and now it's about to possibly, what I think might happen is that it might retest 160 to 160 area and create some kind of head and shoulder and maybe then draw back or then continue. There's still this gap to be filled here, but the flow is really bullish on this one. So wait for the break of 158.5, and then my target for this week is 160 to 160 area. So that's like 4 to 5 point move on Nike. So and if it breaks down below 156 area, then you can buy puts. But I'm looking for upside. I think market is looking healthy right now, and I'm not gonna go over a SPY and QQQ. There are a lot of folks who have already covered that. I'm just going to share these plays today. And then look at the flow here for Nike. really bullish flow. Our money calls, 160 call for January. Some of them are for upcoming week. And 135, 154 or 154k. This was at 3 o'clock on Friday. I mean, these are sold puts. This is a spread, a bullish spread of almost $1 million for 19th or 160. Okay, on strike, looking really solid. Now apart from that, with respect to the macro, I mean, retail sales were pretty solid. A lot of folks were expecting that due to inflation, the retail sales would be bad, but that's not the case here. If you look at the weekly chart here, it just bounced from this demand zone. So this was a great opportunity to buy Nike. I missed out on it, but no big deal. It looks like it's going to continue the rally, and we want to capitalize on it. And if it breaks 160 level, 162, next target would be 165, of course. So we'll continue that, and I'm gonna keep sharing on Twitter as well. The momentum looks strong. RSI looks strong. Everything looks great. We just need more volume here. Last couple of days has been already up, I think 10%. So it might pull back to around this area. It might be a great opportunity to buy at that point around 155, but let's see what happens next. Next one is Marvel. Now MRVL is the ticker, and this is a semiconductor play. You can read the stats about this company. I mean, look at the performance 1 year. Everything looks really solid on this one. Strong buy with respect to technicals, and also semiconductor in general is hot. We had these strong 2 days on dividend days, and there has been there has been good news, customers worldwide deploying, and then they completed this node exchange. Also the chart looks really great. It closed pretty much close to all-time high, and also just in general it consolidated, and this was a huge I would say a basing area, around this, like this whole area was basing, and now it's like coming out of the base, and I think it's just ready to make the next move up. My target is $70 for this week, and you can wait for the break of 67 break, but you can also get in on Monday since it's a swing play. Your risk in this case would be break of this support area 63 level, so you can keep a tight stop around this area since it has already retested that, so that way your risk reward is healthy. And I'm looking for 70 strikes for next week, $70 call, and also the flow looks really solid here for MRVL. Look, the flow here is really bullish flow. Some of these are for 2022, some of these are for 19th, which is of November. The premium is also not that bad, so looking good in my opinion. It has more room to go because of the chart and semiconductor itself. Like all the semiconductor plays have been performing really well. Like this is the semiconductor ETF, and it looks like it's about to, and it just curled up, and it's about to break out of this area, and then also retest maybe 270 area. So all the semiconductor plays are strong right now. Also I'm looking at Nvidia, TXN, but I'm not gonna talk about them in this because those are mostly scalps for me, or intraday swings. I'm not looking for swinging those. And then let's go to Zillow. Now Zillow is a technology company, and also it like it engages in like provision of real estate and home related information. It's been on a downtrend for a long time now, and it just bounced off from this demand zone here, and now it's looks like it's coming out of this falling wedge, which has been a long-term like falling wedge on a weekly and a daily perspective. So if you look at the weekly chart here, two strong green weeks here, and it looks like it's about to retest the $100 mark, and also the flow for this, it's also bullish. Let's look at the flow for Zillow. And also this is a pretty beaten down name, so yeah, I mean, this is a spread for November, $95 and almost $2-3 million worth of spread here. It's not out of money, but there are out of money calls here. There's this $95. So if you look at the flow history here, 65% bullish. I like that. You don't get that a lot for a name this popular. And also the open interest looks good for the 110 calls here for 19th of November. And you can buy either those or 100 calls for this week. Either way, looks really good. Looking for, and earnings are coming up on 9th of November. I'm looking for more like a strong volume day, so I can capitalize on that. So maybe it can happen on Monday, or it happens other days, but wait for the break of 96 level. I mean, this is the EMA. It looks like it's about to just like cross over. I talked about that for Zoom and other plays. So Amazon did the same the other day. If you look at the Amazon chart, very similar. I mean, Amazon, this EMA was still far, but strong day. So I'm hoping that Zillow has the same. Flow looks really solid. And also like other, I think this is a theme now, that all the beaten down names in in the finance and rental and leasing space, they are like actually popping up. Even RKT, the flow was bullish, and also it looks like it's curling up. So watch out for these. Like usually when like they break out of this falling wedge, on a strong volume day, it can easily go to like 10 points easily. I can go to $107. So my next target is 105, 107. It can be an awesome swing play. This is like 5x, 10x play if it works out in our favor. So watch out for this one. Next one is Goldman Sachs. Now GS just had phenomenal earnings. Look at this volume bar. This is institutional money, so it's not going anywhere. It had a gap and go, and now it looks like it wants that 420 level bad again. So I'm expecting a 20-point move here next week. I mean, this was a strong close, and it's above all the EMAs, leading EMAs. I don't think it's gonna wait, in my opinion, to retest, just because the volume is so strong. And the flow is also really bullish for Goldman Sachs. Yeah, so if you look here, this was for January, $270. There is I mean, this is a spread, I think 15-16-1, because if you look here, this is 2024 and they're selling way out of money calls here. So, and then this is for 19th of November, 370 call. So I mean, like these are like way out of money calls for Goldman Sachs. So yeah, it's weird, like some are in the money, some are out of money, and it looks like this is a spread 10-4. It looks like someone is selling 380 calls and then buying 370. It looks like a calendar spread. And also I think these two look really bullish. So let's monitor this. If you look at the flow history here, 55%, so it's not that bullish, but I'm gonna keep it on the watch list just because the price action looks really good. And let's say that if it comes and retest this level, 392 would be a great buying opportunity. I don't think it's a good idea to short this right now. I don't think you should buy puts. If it goes down, that would be a good dip buying opportunity. So look for 392 area if it fills this gap here, small gap. And if not, then wait for the break of like around like I think 408 to 409, or you can just go in and your risk would be 401 400 level, like that would be the stop loss. So you're risking like 5 points to make 20 points, not bad. Look for 19th of November, or also you can look for next weekly calls depending on the price action. Okay, so last one is AXP. Now AXP is American Express. All of us know this company, and most of us, well, and then look, it double bottom here, it double bottom here, and so I guess triple bottom, I guess, from this demand zone, and it broke through this wedge, and so similar to what I showed for Goldman Sachs. So I think Goldman Sachs can do the same. And also, I mean, this has been consolidating and basing for a while here now, and in my opinion, if the earnings are coming soon and all the banks and finance and like all the rental and leasing and all these companies perform really good, and just the theme I told you, right? Finance, rental, it's the theme right now. So it broke and retested this demand zone, and now I think it's about to break. And like I think my target is 180 and 185. If the earnings are solid, it can definitely do that, like Goldman Sachs. And also the flow looks really solid for this. Yeah, I mean, a lot of bullish activity here. There's a put buy at 11.4, and then I mean, this is a spread again, sell and buy. This $140 spread, it's kind of like a bearish spread, but then also I think like there are other like bullish activity going on here. And then the flow history, it's 57%. So again, I mean, call volume is much higher. 9.1k is the average, and also the other day it had 32,000 call volume. So let's just monitor this one. If it breaks out of 177 area, 178, then target would be 185 and 180, and looks pretty good. And if it breaks down, let's say 173, below that, you can buy puts all the way down to 166. So I think this is a good setup if you want to play both ways. I think there's an opportunity here to make money both ways. So looks good. And I think that's all, folks. I mean, there are some other I'm swinging already, so I'm gonna quickly go over them. First is MGM. Now MGM had like these 3 inside days. The big move here. I think the flow looks really good. I'm already in it for like $50 call for this week, and I'm gonna buy the dip more tomorrow depending on the price action. But I think look at the low volume, so it's like accumulation going on in my opinion, and maybe it will consolidate for 1 or 2 days more and then move up. So this is definitely flow is also bullish on this one. Next one I'm looking at is Yelp. Now Yelp just broke out of this pennant, and I've talked about Yelp for a while. I think it will definitely retest 41. So, and then finally 43. I mean, look at the weekly chart here. It's been in the squeeze for a while, and the MACD about to curl. RSI is looking solid here, and also this is a pretty big bull flag, if you like, the same as EXC, which I covered in today's video. So I think this is a great play in my opinion. I think long term, I think the target is $50. Maybe in like 1 or 2 months it can definitely happen. So this is definitely something I've been swinging, and I think I will keep swinging it It just needs to get out of this chop zone here. And then finally Matt, this is what I alerted already to the group. I alerted when it was around this area. It's already moved up this much, so we bought the perfect dip, and now I think it's about to break even more. Mattel, earnings are coming up. They already told that it's holiday season, of course people are overbooking. So in my opinion, you can even play it intraday if it breaks $20. If it breaks $20, then you can go and buy $21 call. So looks really good. So these are all the plays right now I'm watching. I'm also watching scalps, but I'm gonna talk about them on Twitter. I don't think we have time to cover them. So again guys, like and subscribe please. Retweet, and that's the only way you can help me right now. And I really appreciate whatever you guys are doing. There are some lovely comments on YouTube, and I really appreciate all the love you guys are showing, and I'll continue helping you guys out. Again, thank you so much. Good night.